After exchanging their contact information on the wire with the family, promising to contact them when they hunted more horned rabbits, Claire and Hannah made their way to the lobby in the guild. Claire covered her mouth as she yawned, the events of the day finally catching up with her. I'm looking forward to seeing what the rooms are like, especially knowing that they are being given to us on a trial basis. Hannah giggled, her eyes drooping from needing sleep and resting up. Nodding her head lazily, Claire was looking forward to taking a shower and heading to sleep. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we sleep in an environment where we're exposed to the energy. Just eating that food, I feel as though my body has strengthened, mainly from eating the high-tiered meat sticks. She lifted her hand and closed it into a fist. Squeezing her fist, Claire sensed an increase in the strength. I could probably perform just as well as the football players on our school's team, she thought to herself. Noticing Claire testing her strength, Hannah followed the motion. Hopefully, absorbing the energy helps us speed up how many horned rabbits we're able to hunt tomorrow. Claire nodded, still staring at her fist. Feeling as though it was the right time, Claire looked up at Hannah and said, I think we should take some classes and learn how to turn what we hunt into equipment. What about giving the hide to the family? Hannah tilted her head in confusion. We can still do that. Claire raised a hand to stop Hannah. But think about it. We're just giving them the hide. There's still the bones, sinew, and other raw material inside the horned rabbit. Using her fingers to count out the various parts that still could be used. In addition, we can't just keep only hunting horned rabbits. We'll need to eventually hunt the higher level monsters, meaning it'd be a waste to not be able to process it into something we could sell in order to increase how much of the energy we're exposed to. Hannah was silent as she listened to Claire's idea, digesting what was being presented. Not wanting to force the issue, knowing it was vastly different compared to what they had originally planned on doing with their lives, Claire just stayed silent. Reaching the main lobby counter, Claire saw Darlena working with people who had just become adventurers. Just as Claire was about to line up behind the group at the counter, another Darlena showed up behind the desk. It waved for Claire and Hannah to approach it. I'm assuming the two of you are ready to rent out your complimentary rooms? Darlena guessed, giving the two a welcoming smile. Yes, Claire answered, with Hannah nodding her head. Glad to hear that, it responded. Using a hand to motion for them to direct their attention behind them, it said, Darlena will guide the two of you to your rooms. Claire turned to see another Darlena walking up to them. Happy to be of assistance, it smiled, bowing to them. If you'd follow me, Darlena motioned for them to follow. With graceful professionalism, Darlena began walking back to the main stairs which led to the various floors. Occasionally, it'd greet an adventurer they passed by, inquiring if they were set with what they were looking for. A few times, it would indicate for Darlena to assist an adventurer or group of them if they need help. As it led Claire and Hannah, Darlena looked back at them. From what I see, the two of you have adapted to the higher tiered food that you consumed. Shaking her head, I still can't believe that eating the food would cause such a reaction to our bodies. I can only imagine what would have happened if we had eaten more. Claire sighed at the horrific thought. Like I mentioned before, there's a reason why we place such a high price on it. It both reflects the quality of the energy inside the food and the danger to someone not ready to consume it. Darlena nodded, glad to see that Claire and Hannah both respected the dangers of eating highly purified energy. As they reached the stairs and walked towards the desired level, they walked past a few adventurers who appeared exhausted from training inside the simulation. They would briefly nod to Claire and Hannah before continuing towards the lobby, likely to rent out a room or head out of the guild to their designated living space. While Claire and Hannah were talking to the family, Darlena had approached them with information about their respective parents and family members checking into the residential area of the underground city. Claire decided to video conference with her family once she reached the rented room, just to check in and see how they were doing after entering the shelter. Knowing her parents and siblings, they were likely busy with their research. When it came to her siblings being older, her siblings had their own space, even having been sent to the fort before she had arrived with their parents.